Before there were superheroes on screen, there was one in real life, Bruce Lee. A man who defied human limits, redefined martial arts, and left behind a legacy that science still struggles to explain. Born in San Francisco in 1940 and raised in Hong Kong, Bruce Lee became more than an actor. He became a philosopher of motion, a symbol of human perfection, and the father of modern mixed martial arts. But beyond his movies and philosophy, Bruce Lee achieved feats so incredible they entered the world record books, records that have never been broken, even half a century later. The fastest punch ever recorded. Bruce Lee's punch was faster than science could measure. He could throw a punch in 1/500th of a second. That's 5 times faster than the blink of an eye. High-speed cameras in the 1960s couldn't even capture the full motion of his hand. In exhibitions, audiences often thought he was faking it until they saw his opponent stagger backward before they even realized he had punched. Researchers later calculated his punching speed at over 190 kilometers per hour, 118 miles per hour, the same as a speeding sports car. Bruce once said, "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." His punch wasn't just fast, it was perfect. 2-finger push-ups. At first, it looks like a magic trick. Bruce Lee, with his lean 135-pound frame, balancing his entire body on just 2 fingers and a thumb. He didn't just hold it, he did repetitions. This record remains one of the most iconic demonstrations of body control and core strength in history. His training partner once said, "Bruce didn't train for appearance, he trained for function." Every muscle had a purpose. Even professional gymnasts today struggle to match this feat. It's not just power, it's precision, balance, and total mastery of the human body. The 1-inch punch. Perhaps the most famous of all, the 1-inch punch. Standing just an inch away, Bruce Lee could send a man flying backward several feet. At a 1964 martial arts demonstration in Long Beach, California, he performed it live, and the audience was stunned. The volunteer was knocked off his feet, sliding back into a chair. How was it possible? Scientists later studied the physics of the move and found that Bruce used his entire kinetic chain, from feet to hips to shoulders, all synchronized in a single explosive moment. It remains the record for the most force generated from the shortest distance ever measured by human hands. To Bruce, this was proof of his core philosophy. Power is not in muscle, but in motion. 6 kicks per second. Bruce Lee's legs were as fast as his fists. He could deliver 6 kicks in 1 second, a blur of motion that even slowed down footage struggled to separate. His trademark side kick was so powerful, it could break thick wooden boards and send heavy bags flying like paper. In one demonstration, his side kick knocked back a 300-pound opponent several feet away, earning him the record for the most powerful kick ever recorded for his weight class. Even today's top martial artists use his techniques, but none have matched his raw speed-to-power ratio. Fastest knockout in martial arts. During a private sparring match, Bruce Lee once ended the fight in just 11 seconds. With 3 punches and 1 kick, his opponent was on the floor before the referee could react. This stands as the fastest recorded knockout in martial arts demonstration history. Bruce didn't just win fights, he ended them before they even began. Catching grains of rice mid-air. Bruce Lee's training wasn't just physical, it was neurological. To improve his reflexes, he'd throw grains of rice into the air and try to catch them mid-flight using chopsticks. It sounds impossible, but eyewitnesses confirmed it. He did this repeatedly, proving that his hand-eye coordination was beyond human reflex speed. Scientists today say such training can't be replicated without years of precise neuromuscular conditioning. Bruce called it the art of being aware in every millisecond. The human water philosophy. Not all of Bruce Lee's world records were physical. His greatest record was mental. Bruce developed his own martial philosophy, Jeet Kune Do, meaning the way of the intercepting fist. It wasn't just a fighting style, it was a way of life. He broke the traditional barriers of Kung Fu, mixing different fighting techniques long before MMA existed. He believed that adaptability was the key to perfection. His famous quote still inspires millions today: "Be water, my friend. Water can flow, or it can crash. Be like water." It was this mindset that made him unstoppable, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Bruce Lee died in 1973, at only 32 years old. But in that short life, he broke more barriers, more records, and more minds than anyone else of his time. Even with today's technology, no one has truly matched his speed, control, and mental focus. His 7 world records aren't just numbers, they are symbols of what a human being can become when discipline meets imagination. He once said, "The key to immortality is first living a life worth remembering," and Bruce Lee certainly did.